With that, we are going to have a special presentation this evening, and I would like to invite Lauri, Aylaian, and John Siegel to come up to the podium and speak to us regarding the upcoming Ride of Silence.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council, both here and on the screens. 6 weeks ago, a good friend of mine, Keith Kohler, a longtime Palm Springs resident, and I were undertaking a journey to ride our bikes from San Diego to St. Augustine, Florida. We made it with 10 other cyclists as far as Austin, Texas, on the morning that we were leaving to go to LaGrange. Keith first was hit by a car, and then I was. Keith was thrown about 30 feet. His bicycle was broken into 4 pieces. My leg was broken. I received wounds that I'm still recovering from. And every morning I wake up and I'm thankful for my blessings and what good fortune I have, because I am recovering. I'm also privileged to have had the opportunity to crawl on my hands and knees to Keith, to hold on to him and to tell him how much I loved him while he died. The motors didn't stop. There's no telling, and there may never be any telling what circumstances might have caused them to swerve into us or to leave without stopping. But I do know that as cyclists, we were following all laws, and we were using best practices for safety and for sharing the roads. Nonetheless, we lost a great person. Keith was intelligent and well-educated and funny and well-traveled. He ran marathons on the Great Wall and in Antarctica and in Brazil. He ran marathons in Kenya and in Iceland. He rode his bike the entire course of the Tour de France. He rode his bike in Croatia and Slovenia and Italy and Rome and France and Germany and places I couldn't even find on a map if I tried to. As much as I recognize that we lost a wonderful person and a unique person, I know also that the families of friends of Will Campbell and Richard Morales and Christopher Jones and William Mohan and Yacinio de Anda all lost unique and special people just since 2020, when the bicycles that they were riding on were hit by motorists. They join their names, the list of names of 35 cyclists in the Coachella Valley that since 2010 have lost their lives by virtue of riding a bike and being hit by a car. There's something to be learned from all of this, and that is that we, both as motorists and as cyclists, need to do our share to share the road safely. For motorists and even for law enforcement individuals, your duty is to keep current on cycling laws. They change. What you learned when you got your driver's license or attended the academy is no longer valid and is not relevant. Laws change every couple of years to better protect the rights of people to ride their bicycle on the street. For cyclists, you need to know all of that, plus you need to use best practices in wearing bright colors and reflective clothing. You need to wear helmets and headlights and taillights, and you need to always drive in the direction of traffic. For everybody, it's important to know that it is no safer to ride a bicycle after drinking than it is to drive after drinking. It's important that we help spread this word, and in order to do so, there will be an event next week. And John Siegel is going to tell us a little bit about the Ride of Silence.
Thanks, Lauri. Thanks for having us. Next Wednesday, we're going to have a Ride of Silence here at Ruth Hardy Park in Palm Springs. It's part of a global event that occurs in various cities around the globe, all at 7 o'clock local time. And so we're going to gather at Ruth Hardy at 6:30. We're going to be able to enjoy each other's company. We're going to have comments by the leading officials here in the valley. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have the rite of silence. We're crafting this event to be especially inclusive. We're going to make sure that people of all levels, of all ages, whether or not they have bicycles, can come to and promote the concept of safe, being safe on the streets. And the story is that we're at 7 o'clock. We're going to have a short loop on some very safe streets over in that neighborhood, up to Mira Leste, back down to Caballeros, and we're going to have a couple of relatively short loops, so that anybody of any capability can join us and enjoy it. And then the other thing is that if any of you need to have your bikes tuned up to participate in this event, please let me know. We've got a lot of volunteer mechanics who want to help. Thanks.
John, Lauri, thank you for coming in. I think many in the public know that issues around traffic and pedestrian and cycling safety is a passion of mine. That passion has many causes, but it began a little less than 10 years ago when my son, who's an accomplished cyclist, came within a second of being killed while he was out on a ride in a accident between a car and his cycle. He's doing just great now. Thank you.